that this court cannot be asked to keep his eye shut. The investigations have revealed that this is the way the OMR sheets are distributed. And now that's why I was trying to file that affidavit by the CBI in another matter.
আমার মতো ফ্রেন্ড কোথাও পাবেন না খুঁজে, বুঝতে পারছেন না? বিপদে আমি থাকবো, বিকাশটা থাকবে না, আমি থাকবো, কিন্তু আমরা হচ্ছে মাটির লোক, ওরা হচ্ছে উপরের লোক। That's a Bobita Sarkar's matter, and affidavit has been filed by the CBI in that matter, and this has nothing to do with this matter, Miller. This is simply an attempt to prejudice the court, nothing more than that. How it can be linked up with this matter, Miller?
But pagination may not, I am not going by that. If your lordship kindly takes up the affidavit filed by Amalesh Chandra Raut
of date
24th of April 2023, maybe page 37.
Additional supplementary. 28th April 2003.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, but just to refresh the Honorable Court's memory, they had filed an affidavit on 27th of March 2023. They say in paragraph 2, I just will read out their own language. I say that on 27th of March 2023, the Commission affirmed one affidavit stating the manner in which it had concluded the selection process for assistant teachers in upper primary level. In the said affidavit, it has also been stated that the Commission was now ready to publish the final merit list and to start the process of counseling and the recommendation. How this final stage they have arrived at, kindly come to next paragraph. In paragraph 9 of the said affidavit, it had also been stated that on further rechecking, therefore this is not the first rechecking, on further rechecking of the credentials of the candidates, irregularities were detected with regard to the OMRs of 1463 candidates. The irregularities included caste category, mismatch for 2 candidates, mismatch of marks of, I mean, here is very important, mismatch of marks of 559 candidates, and defaced OMR sheets. But I would like to see that this defaced OMR sheets, everything is produced before the court. How would it be defaced? In what manner? Who had defaced? Many questions arises here. And then I say, paragraph 4, after affirming the said affidavit, the Commission took up the task of analyzing and recheck the defaced OMR sheets of 902 candidates. More minutely, there were third checking. On rechecking, it was found that the defacement, the white mark was mostly put in spaces provided in the OMR sheet for bubbling the chosen option. That is A or B or C or D in response to a particular question. Now, in case of a question where one of the options has been covered by a white mark and none of the other options have been shaded by the candidate, the presumption may be drawn that the candidate has marked the options. Now, the further rechecking, defaced OMR sheets, not.
So, Mr. Bhattacharya, we were told 1463 candidates which you are placing now in their affidavit. Out of them, almost majority have already been called, and this rechecking itself is derogatory to the order of Justice Bhattacharya. So, if the rechecking goes, because the argument of Mr. Shandal was that this rechecking and what you have initially submitted, that this rechecking itself will show that gross illegalities. First checking, second minutely check, third minutely check. This shows that the Commission itself was not fit to conduct the exam. If I am not wrong, this was your argument. So if this as such we called for that out of that rechecking, how many candidates have been ultimately left out from the zone. Then a chart was placed before us from which it, subject to be corrected by you, it appeared that out of 1463, 1300 candidates were called and only 81 and 599. This was what left out. So our query is, Mr. Bhattacharya, today suppose we accept your argument that rechecking is bad, then the rechecking goes, the panel exists.
Rechecking of which stage? This is fourth rechecking.
No, rechecking, this is not disputed that after rechecking, 1463 candidates were initially ousted from the scope of selection. That was the case when Justice Bhattacharya disposed of the matter. Thereafter, when the list was published. Now we called for a list from them. They gave us a tabular list showing us, subject to be corrected, that out of 1463, almost 1300 candidates have already been called. And if everybody in the panel is accommodated, still there will be certain vacancies left. So on those facts, the court can pass appropriate orders. This was what we were. So if that initial hassle goes, today if we hold as submitted by you that this rechecking, minutely done, not minutely done, 4 times done, 5 times done, all washed away. Rechecking will go, the panel will remain, the original persons will remain. What is your argument to that?
My first submission would be, my lord, this rechecking and everything comes only when we approach the court. But Lordship will keep it in mind that this was the fundamental duty of this commission. They would have run away with this had not the petitioners come and court intervened. Now, therefore, the initial exercise of the preparation of this panel has to be looked into by court. Everything is vitiated. The principle of Article 14, otherwise, it will be frustrated.
In supplement to your argument which you made, that reservation category is at the inception, migration cannot be done at this. All right. So your argument is that this sequence of facts would reveal that the entire process was tainted. Is tainted.
And another aspect, my lord will kindly ask them, producer, what do they mean by defacement of OMR sheets? How many OMR sheets were defaced? By whom? For what purpose? That at every point of time, the candidates have to approach the court and get the thing corrected. And the statutory authority will simply say, oh, we are looking into it, we'll do it. By that process, the entire system is being gradually tainted and becoming rotten. Therefore, the Constitutional Court, that if I may use this expression with the Honorable Supreme Court said while dealing with electoral bond cases, that it is the bounden duty of the Constitutional Court to ensure transparency in the administrative process. Manifest violation of Article 14, that should be prevented.
Yes.
Well, when the instruction given to the candidates for filing of the OMR sheets that you must have to fill the bubble with black ink. How does the white comes and the authority says we move on presumption?
Yes, that you showed us.
I showed that. Just I'm not refreshing my memory. I am just trying to show that if it is tainted, it should go. As Justice Bhattacharya did it. That everything should go, do it afresh.
Yes.
May I just place paragraph once for my satisfaction? I say that after affirming the said affidavit, the commission took up task up to analyze the recheck and defaced OMR sheets of 902 candidates more minutely. On rechecking, it was found that the defacement, a white mark, was mostly put in spaces provided in the OMR sheet for bubbling the chosen option, that is A or B or C or D in response to a particular question. Now, in case of a question where one of the options has been covered by a white mark, how would the candidate get that white marking system? unless something else was, something else was put into them that make it white. Now, in case of a question where an option has been covered by white mark and none other options have been shaded by the candidates, that the candidate would leave any answer unattempted when there is no negative marking. So these presumptions goes to the fundamental of the purity of the selection process. Now the investigation has been started. Lordship has seen that this court cannot be asked to keep his eye shut. The investigations have revealed that this is the way the OMR sheets are distributed. And now that's why I was trying to file that affidavit by the CBI in another matter. They say There were communication. If you can do this, then you will get the service of the upper primary also. Well, I'm just reading out. The investigation establishes.
আজকে যেটা না না
ও স্যার প্লিজ, আপনি বসলে আমি ধন্য হয়ে যাবো।
তোমাকে ভয় করি
একদম করবেন না, আমার মতো ফ্রেন্ড কোথাও পাবেন না খুঁজে, বুঝতে পারছেন না? বিপদে আমি থাকবো, বিকাশদা থাকবে না, আমি থাকবো কিন্তু। না ফ্রেন্ড জগাবার হওয়ার মতো আমার ক্ষমতা নেই। যখন বিপদে পড়বেন তখন দেখবেন আমাকেই পাচ্ছেন, বিকাশদাকে পাবেন না। ওরা হচ্ছে আমরা হচ্ছে মাটির লোক, ওরা হচ্ছে উপরের লোক। Namilat, kindly see up.
জাস্ট 1 মিনিট
No, no.
সাপ্লিমেন্টারি এভিডেন্সটা দেখালো না, সেটা প্যারাগ্রাফ কত দেখালো? প্যারাগ্রাফ 70
আপনি একটা বৌদি যেমন লালি
দেখি 17টা দেখেছি।
RSS আমি তো চিরকাল এমন রামজন্ম প্রণাম করতে গেল না।
Yes.
Namilat, so far supplementary affidavit which has been produced, Mr. Bhattacharya has placed that today in Rajiv Brahmo's matter. But so far paragraph 3 is concerned, your lordship wanted to know some information that there, and your lordship asked them to file an supplementary affidavit. Therefore, I have no objection. But taking that advantage, what they want to do, kindly come to paragraph 4. This is beyond the scope of the petition, appeal, and etc. He is trying to bring